Okay, hello fellow YouTubers out there, all you YouTube folk from around the world. Wanted to make a video response to some videos I've been seeing lately on YouTube that have disturbed me a little bit. Been making videos regularly, commenting on a wide array of topics, usually things such as the day's news, top stories, that kind of thing, and what I personally think of them, my opinion, if you will, my 2 cents. But today I want to talk specifically about videos that I've been seeing on YouTube related to the use of marijuana, pot, grass, whatever you call it, for the purpose of treating anxiety, using marijuana as a way to help your anxiety problem. Let me start off with a little background information. I suffer from an anxiety disorder. It's not generalized anxiety disorder, which most people have. I actually have obsessive compulsive disorder. I have OCD. I've been that way since I was a kid. I'm not going to offer any advice really on how to deal with that, other than to say that contact a physician, your doctor, somebody who can get you on some medication or something like that, or go through cognitive behavioral therapy, whatever you have to do. My biggest concern here is the idea that people have put forth on YouTube in videos of using marijuana as a way to curb anxiety. The reason I'm so concerned is for the number of videos that I've seen where people suggest using marijuana to help to fight their anxiety. I've seen just as many videos of people who have said that the use of marijuana has caused them to have an anxiety disorder. As far as the latter is concerned, I think, maybe the loss of the feeling of reality or whatever from the use of pot or smoking grass may have caused them to have a bad panic attack, and subsequently they may have felt some anxiety after that, maybe even prolonged anxiety. But it was rooted in there already. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I'm going to take a pretty good guess and say that anybody who started having anxiety attacks or anxiety disorder after they smoked pot probably already had anxiety, and the symptoms just probably hadn't manifested themselves to the level at which they were having panic attacks or the symptoms that were causing them to have problems during the day, things like that. It's not to say that it can't help to hasten the anxiety. I'm sure in some people it can, especially people who've never smoked pot before. The feeling that you receive, sometimes it's too much. People can't really handle that trip, and it's not for everybody, that's for sure. I'm not speaking from a lack of experience. I smoked my share of grass, believe me. When I was a teenager, from age 15 all the way up to almost 20, I mean, for about 5 years there, I mean, I smoked pot on a regular basis, multiple times a day, and it masked the symptoms of my OCD and the things that I was going through at the time. It helped to curb that because I was stoned. I wasn't thinking about the things that were bothering me. Everything was kind of veiled by the high that I was feeling, and for some people that works. My biggest concern, though, is the idea of people out there who are already suffering from anxiety disorders, who are thinking about the use of marijuana as a way to curb their anxiety. My biggest recommendation that I would make to anybody out there who's thinking about using pot as a way to counteract your anxiety, to make you feel better, I would have to say, don't do it. simply because if you've never done it before, you don't know how you're going to react to it, and chances are, if you haven't done it before, especially given the quality of grass nowadays, you're probably going to flip the fuck out. You're not going to enjoy it, okay? You know, you're going to experience a rush of euphoria and a level of you know, effect on your psyche that you haven't ever felt before. For some people, it's a great ride. It's a good trip. I know I enjoyed doing it when I was a kid. I don't do it anymore. I'm just really not wired for it anymore. I've tried doing it every now and again since then on a couple of occasions. Sometimes, you know, it's not a bad time. Other times, I really don't enjoy myself because I don't like, you know, feeling, you know, kind of detached from reality. And I think that if you use marijuana and have not used it before and go into it with the idea that somehow it's going to take away your anxiety, you know, I would have to say that the number of people that are going to have a bad experience is probably going to outweigh the number of people that have a good experience. You know, for some people it might work. You know, you might end up smoking some grass and it might help you with your anxiety, and it may genuinely be a way to help curb the symptoms that you've been feeling. But if you do, let's say it does work for you, well, I mean, what have you really accomplished? So, okay, so let's say you're anxious during the day. I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to steal away from work and toke up? You know, I mean, it's just not very conducive to a normal lifestyle during the day where you're trying to work or get things done or get things accomplished. Because, I mean, hey, come on. I don't have anything against people who smoke pot. I used to smoke pot, and if you want to smoke pot, hey, that's your trip. Enjoy it. I mean, if that's what you want to do, do it. I could care less. I'm not here to be judgmental. But at the same time, I know from my personal experiences that the use of marijuana is not very conducive to a productive lifestyle. So, I mean, you know, it does, you know, knock the shit out of your ambition. It does, you know, cause you to want to be lazy, and you know, it's not like you're taking truck stop speed here, man. I mean, this is stuff that makes you want to chill out. You know, put on the Allman Brothers, eat a large pepperoni pizza from Domino's, and then go to sleep for about 5 or 6 hours. I mean, that's what I wanted to do when I got high. So, you know, my advice would be, if you're suffering from an anxiety disorder, go see your doctor and figure out some kind of, you know, legal means, be it Xanax, whatever, you know, some way through medication from your doctor and therapy to work out the symptoms of your anxiety disorder. Don't go looking for the answer to the problems with the way you're feeling in psychotropic substances, okay? It's, you know, for some people it might work, but I'm going to say that for the vast majority of people out there, pot is not the answer to solving your anxiety disorder, okay? That's just some free advice. You know, take it or leave it, either way. But I hope that anybody out there, if you genuinely are suffering from anxiety disorder or OCD, you know, you're having problems, you know, maybe you want to talk about it, hey, you know, just comment on my page, shoot me an email. I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have. I've had a lifetime of experience with this, and I'd be willing to share any experiences that I've had with you. Maybe it'll help you with what you're dealing with. Anything I can do to help, I would be glad to. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to offer you medical advice or anything like that. You leave that to your physician. All I can do is relate my personal experiences. So anyway, I hope that's worth something. You know, like I say, I just want to comment out there. Anybody who is thinking about using pot as a way to curb your anxiety, please don't do it. But if you, I mean, hey, you're gonna try, do what you want to do. If you do decide to try it, and you do start to freak out, please do know that it's not gonna last forever. It'll be over with in about 2 or 3 hours, and you'll be fine. Try not to freak out too bad. I know that's easier said than done. But anyway, so until next time, it's Rick, and I'll see y'all guys again. Have a nice night.